At approximately 5:17 p.m. on January 6, 2021, officers responded to 6805 Stonleigh Place in regards to a disturbance call between a male and a female. Once officers arrived on scene, they contacted the female, which was the wife of the male who was in the apartment complex at the time. As the officers were talking with the wife, they determined that she had been assaulted by her husband. Officers attempted to make contact with the husband in the apartment. However, officers were unsuccessful in contacting the husband. During the course of the investigation, officers determined that the husband possibly would have had a gun or some sort of firearm in the apartment, and because they couldn't establish communications with the suspect, they considered him a barricaded suspect. The decision was made to call the Austin Police Department SWAT, and they took over the call. Austin Police Department negotiators contacted the suspect, of where they talked with him for some time. Eventually, the suspect did come out of the apartment. SWAT officers attempted to give the suspect commands. However, he was uncooperative with those commands, and he was subsequently tased by SWAT officers. And the suspect was taken into custody at that point. He was treated for his taser exposure before taken to Travis County.
So he was coming out, but in the process of detaining him, he had to be tased?
Right. He did not follow the commands. He was refusing to follow the commands of the SWAT officers that were trying to get him to cooperate. So he was subsequently tased.
And I'm not sure, did you say, are there charges against him?
So there'll be charges against him. I don't know exactly what the charges will be, but there'll probably be a follow along subsequently later for that.
I guess not something that normally has to happen. Once they decide to come out, they don't usually have to be tased to be taken into custody.
No, the suspect, they don't automatically get hands-on or tased or anything else like that. If the suspects are cooperative, they'll be taken into custody in the least invasive manner. So if the suspect fails to cooperate with officers, and based on the totality of the circumstances surrounding the events that were going on, those officers decided to take what measures needed to take him safely into custody.
And I guess it sounds like it's an apartment complex. Did any of the neighbors have to be evacuated?
I can't answer that because I got here later on towards the end of the call.
When did the call start
At approximately 5:17 this evening.
And it ended?
Just ended probably about a little before 10.